Hey everyone, this is Rob from ProWresBlog. Alright, today we have a review of WWE Superstars for August 31st, 2013. As always, this is from www.prowresblog.blogspot.com. Okay, we have two matches today. We have the Usos and Justin Gabriel versus 3MB, and Dolph Ziggler versus Antonio Cesaro. Alex Riley and Tony Dawson are your commentators. They actually did a pretty good job here. Unfortunately, Eva Marie from Total Divas did the announcing for the first match. She was absolutely awful. It just sounds so wooden and just screechy and just terrible. I mean, she obviously had no clue what she was doing, and it showed. I mean, she was pretty bad. Alright, the first match had the Usos and Justin Gabriel versus 3MB. What was notable here was Justin Gabriel was dressed up as the Usos. He wore one of their black outfits, and he wore their face paint on both sides of his face. If you notice with the Usos, they each usually wear face paint on one side. But since he's like the Super Uso, he wore it on both. Justin Gabriel ended up winning this one with a 450. This was a really fun and great match. I just love this. This was all action from start to finish. They just kept moving, and it was exactly what it should have been. It was short, it was packed. It was just great. I really like this one. The Usos did a really cool dive to the outside, and the cameras caught it. Like they were kind of right in front of it, so it almost felt like they were diving onto you, and that was just a great shot and really well done by them. And then one of the Usos hit another splash right after, which was cool and kept you excited. And Tony Dawson said, "The Oos is on the loose." I thought that was a cool line. Right after that, Justin Gabriel hit a 450. He kind of botched it as he landed his knees really hard in Drew McIntyre's chest. But I don't know. I thought it was cool, and it definitely looked rough. Yeah. But I really enjoyed this match. I always say every company should have like a lot of wrestlers who wear face paint and masks. And I like that. I also love when teams color coordinate and try to wear the same stuff. It just adds, and I don't know, it makes them seem like they're more united, and it just looks cool. I mean, I really think more wrestlers should do it, and it gave Justin Gabriel more character than he's probably ever had. I really recommend checking this match out. It was a great opener and just totally high-flying fun. Don't miss it. I rated this one 3 1/4 stars. The second match of the evening was one that's been really looked forward to on the internet. This one had Dolph Ziggler versus Antonio Cesaro. Antonio Cesaro beat Dolph Ziggler in this one with a gotch-style neutralizer. As expected, this was a great match. These two just matched up so well together, and it was really similar to the Sami Zayn versus Antonio Cesaro series, and of course the El Generico versus Claudio Castagnoli series in the Independents. Cesaro is just a beast. I mean, he did a really great Carellan's lift on Ziggler, and Ziggler just took a nasty bump off that. And he hit his deadlift superplex, where he was standing on the middle rope and suplexed Dolph in. That was a really nice spot. And the finish was cool. Cesaro lifted him up for the neutralizer, and Ziggler kind of turned his head, so it was more like the powerbomb position. And Cesaro just rolled with it and just nuked him on his body. It was really cool. I liked it. It was realistic too, because usually the wrestlers just stand there and stay in one position, but at least Dolph tried to get out of it, and that's what I really liked about it. It looked more vicious in the end, and it just added to the match. Cesaro also did his, I don't even know what you call it, but it was his move where he throws someone up and then he hits the uppercut, and that was really cool too. Swagger added to this. He was down there with Zeb, and he tried to interfere, and Dolph kicked him off. He drop kicked him off into the table, and he did an okay bump off that one, and the announcers really sold that well. Speaking of selling well, Ziggler was really good selling here, and there was tons of good selling. There was also a really cool spot where Cesaro tried to do a tilt-a-whirl, and Ziggler ended up catching a sleeper off that one. So I thought this was a great match. This was really hyped and well-deserved. Let's put it this way, it was really good, and it was probably not even the best they could do because they only had a few minutes to work with here. But I really recommend it. It was definitely one of the best Superstars matches I've ever seen. And I've been doing Superstars for over a year straight now. So, you got to see this one. If you like these two, you're going to love this one. This is well worth going out of your way to see, and just make sure you check it out because it was very, very good. Yeah, I rated this one for 3 3/4, and that was probably the best ever Superstars rating I gave to something. So yeah, this was good. Check this out. Overall thoughts, this was a great show. Both matches were really good, with the main event being very, very good, and definitely one of the better matches this week. Like I said, this may have been the best Superstars I ever reviewed, and definitely one of the most memorable ones. I highly recommend checking this out, and definitely don't miss it. Cesaro versus Ziggler was indeed great. So go check this one out, and feel free to leave a comment. You can always catch me at www.ProWresBlog.blogspot.com. And to see this review with pictures and GIFs, this is where you want to look. ProWresBlog.blogspot.com. Alright, thank you everybody.